so nice to see that big flag flying in the Granite City this morning. Happy Veterans Day. And I'll tell you, it is flying high and moving around quite a bit. It is a very, very windy start to the day. Yes, Veterans Day 2024. Lots to talk about this morning, lots to get to. And I'll tell you, just kind of glancing around in the news, and this is actually, this is nice. This is kind of a little bit of a relief. Not seeing a whole hell of a lot of stuff that happened over the weekend. I know we had a couple of tragic car accidents. Shrewsbury, one of them, over the weekend. Other than that, should I knock on wood this morning? Just a little bit of a quiet news weekend, which is really not a bad thing at all. Thanks for catching Aired Out this morning. Thanks for getting started with us. Thanks to our presenting and supporting sponsors who make it possible to do the Aired Out podcast. I'm JD Green. It is an absolute pleasure to have you along. Thanks so much for tuning in. It was a great weekend. Celebrated a birthday yesterday. And spent a good amount of time this weekend just trying to get stuff done. Sherilyn and I working on the chicken coop and inside the barn, moving stuff around, trying to figure out how it's all going to fit in there, the snow tires and the summer tires, and oh my God. Stacking firewood. And of the firewood that I stacked, I'm going to guess somewhere between maybe 2 and 5% is, I'll just be honest with you. The rest of it was done by Granite City Blast Baseball. Jake Larrabee and his son and a couple of other kids from the team showed up and gave them a very nice donation for helping me out, and well worth all of it. Not only to help the team out, just to get them to Cooperstown next August, but also to help this fat old man out with the plantar fasciitis. I was limping, and I hardly did any of the work by the end of the day. These guys saved my butt. These kids. And they worked hard, they worked fast, and I was just so happy. They gave me a couple of birthday cards. I mean, just a bunch of good kids, good families, good parents. Fly on the Wall Productions bringing you the Aired Out podcast live on Facebook and YouTube. We're streamed everywhere you get your podcasts, and on the web at airedoutvt.com. By the way, the final weekly road construction report of this construction season is all posted up on the Aired Out page. Ron Tallman is with us right now. Good morning, buddy. How are you?
Good morning, JD. How are you doing today?
Hey, first off, thank you, and I'm well. Thank you and all of the veterans here in Barrie for their service, their dedication to our country, their sacrifice. You yourself, a Vietnam veteran, it was an absolute pleasure to have you on the air a few weeks ago talking about this day, Armistice Day. What can you tell us about this? Was the Ron? This was the end of World War II or World War I. Am I right?
That's correct. World War I. This is the way Armistice Day started out, and it's been the history of everybody doing, from 11/11/11, 11th day, 11th hour, 11th month.
Yeah,
that's what Armistice Day was set upon.
I know there's a good number of folks who are at work today and not able to see the parade. We're going to stream it live for you to watch it live or to go back and watch it. But bottom line is you guys are going to start lining up around 10 o'clock, a little less than an hour from right now at the Barrie Auditorium, and you're inviting all veterans to get on up to the auditorium, uniform or not, and be part of this experience.
That's correct. All the veterans we can put up front to say thank you to. You deserve it. It's your day. Anybody that served, put that uniform on, you know where you're going to go, whether you're going to be in harm's way or just support elements. It just, you earned the right. You earned the uniform. You earned the right to be recognized.
We are expecting veterans from which wars today to be represented in this parade, Ron? Do you know?
Well, I'm hoping that Mr. Campo will be with us. He's a 99-year-old veteran from World War II. Hopefully, we'll definitely be Vietnam veterans. Probably more so of them than there are of World War II. And hopefully, we have some Korean veterans as well. And mass is getting less and less.
Yeah. What about the sons of Union veterans of the Civil War Camp 302?
Yeah, they'll be with us today. Hopefully, everybody will show up. I know Dan works real hard trying to get everybody together, so they'll be with us as well. I believe the auxiliary from the American Legion will be here, and we'll do it there. I know the auxiliary from the VFW will be represented, and when they do the wreath laying, we'll share it with everybody.
Post 790, post 10, or there's going to be a lunch served up afterwards, right?
Yeah, remember, we have a lot of members at the Elks Lodge, 1535.
Yes, and 1535 is huge. They always put this on, always part of the Barrie Area Veterans Council. And Ron, there's going to be a lunch afterwards at the American Legion. Am I right?
That's great. Like lunch and just sandwiches and chips and some dessert, and come and join us and say thank you to a vet, or just even if you aren't a veteran, come and join and say hi to the veterans.
Right after the parade, we're going to have a ceremony in Barrie City Park. Tell us what to expect.
Well, we got, I do believe we have the governor coming to speak. So that'll be an awesome thing. Of course, our mayor will be speaking as well. And our, I guess what I'd call Arrow, who is in charge of this event, will be speaking and representing our Barrie Veterans Council.
That's wonderful. Ron, make sure we say this every time I've had you on the air, when the colors are passing you. If you are a spectator for the parade, please remove your cap.
Yeah, and if you're a veteran, salute us. Salute that flag. You earned it. So that's all, that's all we ask.
That big flag is so beautiful, waving up above the Granite City this morning, Ron.
Yeah, the city did us wonders when they made a certain number of days that were available for us to put that up and show it and have it fly above the city.
Well, frankly, all of North Main Street looks amazing with all the flags. The Veterans Council's done a great job.
Yeah, well, we'll be taking those down Friday, prepared for next year. Anybody wants to join us, we'll be at the American Legion about 8 o'clock Friday morning. And rain or shine, we're going to take them down.
And then the very next morning, Saturday, you're going to be cooking up breakfast at the Post 790.
That's correct.
Yeah. You do a great job, by the way. You flip a mean flapjack there, Ron.
Well, thank you. A lot of fun.
We'll be promoting it, and we will see you shortly, my friend. We'll be streaming live.
All right. Well, JD, thank you for all the airtime, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Ron Tallman, right there, Vietnam veteran, and so huge at the Post 790, the Barrie Area Veterans Council, and advocates so hard for veterans. Good friend, and can't wait to see those guys today. We're looking at pretty good weather for the parade, other than the wind. We've got a cloudy day for the most part today, around 55 for the daytime high, maybe a shower. Tonight, cloudy with showers late after midnight. And I want to give all of you a big heads up. Because with those showers after midnight, we have a pretty severe cold front that is going to be pushing in after midnight with those showers tonight into the pre-dawn hours tomorrow morning. That cold front is likely going to be changing that rain over to snow above 1,000 feet. So says the National Weather Service. If it doesn't, regardless, with the winds, the rains, the wet roads, and that cold front pushing in, please expect black ice and slick conditions tomorrow morning. I say expect it. If you don't have any black ice, that's a good thing. But I'm saying be prepared for it and drive like there is black ice. Sadly, I'm also expecting to hear a good number of bang-ups tomorrow morning because it's not going to be, especially in the higher terrain, it's not going to be great. So please, for the morning commute tomorrow, drive carefully, okay? Possibly some slick roads, some black ice, and I think it's a safe bet to just say expect it. And, this is beginning of the winter. Here we go. With these cold fronts pushing in, and after the rain late tonight, it could be a little dodgy tomorrow morning for the commute. Otherwise, during the day on Tuesday, cold rain and 38 degrees. Tomorrow's going to be a fantastic day for the arthritis. Wednesday, looks like sunny and 41. So sun comes out, drying up a little bit on Wednesday. We do need the rain. We just don't need it to be changing over to the snow. Good morning, Chris and Becky, Francine, Glenn. We appreciate you tuning in. Birthdays today, Christy Hamill, Stacy Holden on the birthday list today. If anybody knows Stacy's number, and I'm not talking about the phone number, let me know so I can make fun of the old fella. By the way, he's supposed to be up here real soon. I think right around Thanksgiving time, Stacy and I are supposed to be getting together. I might even try to share a microphone with him. Joyce Wade, great lady, on the birthday list today. Michelle Corliss, Liz Spittler, Shauna Butler, Audrey Jones, Teresa Willett, Evan Tuller, and Barb King, all on the birthday list today on this Veterans Day. 15.8, did a little bit of homework. 15.8 million veterans are alive in the United States today. 15.8 million. A figure representing 6.1% of the adult U.S. population. Veterans have served during wartime and in peacetime. And I think that's really noteworthy, and I think that's important to mention that veterans, whether they've served in combat duty or during peacetime, honor them, respect them, love them, appreciate them. Roughly 1/3 have served in the Vietnam War. Almost 1/3. 1/4 in the Gulf War. These are of the 15.8 million living veterans in the United States right now. 28% serving since 9/11. The percentage of veterans alive today who served in World War II is less than 0.2%. As of 2015. Less than 0.2% are still alive. Wow. No known living veterans from World War I. The last known U.S. soldier from World War I was laid to rest in 2007. And I think I remember that headline. Think about these numbers. Think about these facts and figures today as you go about your busy day, whatever it is that you're doing. Veterans Day. Do something. even if it's sharing a post on social media. And for the veterans who are not able to get out of their homes today, or frankly just don't feel like it, honor them as well. Thank them for their service. We're going to stream live during the parade this morning, including the ceremony afterwards. The Facebook question of the day, I had a little bit of a chat about this, in that I celebrated a birthday over the weekend, about, just getting older, and, I'm hearing some of the music that Lily is listening to now that she's 10 years old. She just notified me that apparently there's a singer out there by the name of Justin Bieber. And I didn't know this, but apparently he is very popular, and Lily has discovered Justin Bieber, and it's now being played at my house all the time, including the Justin Bieber concerts. So we with a couple of friends, we had, and one of my good friends, Nudie, who's a few years younger than me, we just had this conversation about music today versus music when we were younger. And I said to him, I said, was it really better then? And I think Glenn and Sharon and others would be able, and Francine would be able to answer to that. Was it really better music when we were younger? 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s sucked. I'm sorry. They just did, other than Oasis. I mean, it was just horrible. I think Oasis was like late 80s going into the 90s, but whatever. And I said, was it really better when we were younger? And the general consensus that I got from a couple of friends of mine was a resounding yes, and that the music today just sucks. I mean, you go back and listen. I don't mean to step up in the soapbox this morning, but go back and listen to some of the music from the 70s and stuff, and seeing these guys like Toto in the 80s, and Zeppelin, Cream. See these guys, Edgar Winter. Watch these guys perform on stage live. Gary Wright, the stuff, the music, the sound that was coming out of these guys, they're all geniuses. And now it's all computers and auto-tune and all that shit. I think the music, yes, was a lot better. The Monkees, yes. Thank God that I've had a chance to introduce Lily to some of these bands like Zeppelin and AC/DC that she loves so much. But when we pull up to the school with AC/DC blasting in my car, she begs me to turn it down. Dad, turn that down. Because it's not cool. It's not cool music for the other kids, even though she loves it. I'm going to play it loud and proud. Daily Dose of Feel Good this morning. I don't know if you had a chance to read it, but it is a good one. It's a great one. A note from a lady who held a birthday party at a pizza restaurant in Burlington and experienced a very unlikely surprise. If you get a chance, take a read on that. Anyway, Chris is saying there were bands, not just a single artist focus. Absolutely true. Bands. Yes. Good morning, Tammy, Jamie. Vermont regional headlines from CAX, PTZ, Digger, Times Argus. I'm looking through stuff. I'm seeing what's jumping out at me. And as I said this morning, there's really not a whole lot of like big time headlines through the weekend, which I'm not complaining about. That's good. There's some things that are a little bigger than others. Want to say a note from City of Barrie this morning that I'm seeing. Prospect Street from Allen Street to Burnham Street is going to be closed during the day on Monday, today, for repaving. Please just avoid the area, is what they're saying. Okay? I know there's a few comments, well, can you get around here and there and this? Just avoid the whole area. Please. Give them plenty of room, all right? Public Works for Barrie City and Barrie Town have been working so hard over the last couple of days. Actually, over a week now. I mean, they've just, with a couple of different water main breaks. We got some old pipes, man. Rumor has it some of them are wood. Going back 100 years. So, crews are going to be working all day today, and they're probably going to be working right into the late night tonight on North Main Street from approximately Brook Street to Willie Street to measure sewer mains for relining. Doesn't that sound like an absolute blast? I'm going to be working all day measuring sewer mains for relining. Cold and windy, and again, rain changing over to snow in the elevations tonight. Not the greatest weather for measuring the sewer mains for relining, whatever the hell that means. Give these guys a break. Give them plenty of room, plenty of space. Maybe pick up an extra coffee at Dunkin' and hand it to one of them or two of them if you can. And mostly use a lot of caution, as the city page says, traveling through the area. All right, and if you haven't yet loaded up the new app on their site, you really ought to do that. It's quick, it's easy, and sign up. It's called Regroup. Just go to barriecity.org, click on the banner at the top of the website, follow the instructions very closely, which the older I get, the more difficult that is for me to do, following instructions. But I'm trying, and I'll get there. Okay? And again, tip of the hat to all Public Works people that have been working so hard. Anyone from the city, even the folks behind the scenes answering the phone calls, fielding all the complaints. When is the boil water notice going to be lifted? Give these people a break if you can, okay? Show them some respect. National headlines. We got the Northern Torrid meteor shower making its peak tonight and tomorrow. They're saying that part of this meteor shower includes fireballs, which, let's see, what night was it? It was Friday night, I think. My friend Casey and I saw one. With the sparks and everything coming off the tail of this thing. It was awesome. So look for the fireballs in the sky. The Northern Torrid meteor shower. Tonight and tomorrow night, if the weather allows. Federal regulations going to be boosting milk prices in the coming months. I posted that up on Aired Out this morning. It's everywhere. It's not just here in Vermont. The wildfires in New York and New Jersey, mostly New Jersey, unbelievable. Have you seen the pictures of this stuff? Not just the one picture that I posted up this morning, but the others. Unreal. We have Mattel, the toy maker, this morning apologizing after a Wicked, which is the movie, misprint was found on the doll's packaging directing customers to adult film sites. So it was on the actual packaging of the dolls. There is a website printed, and if you go to it, you're going to go to an adult film site. How does this kind of stuff happen? Do you ever? I understand what the news is. It is what it is. These are the facts. But man, it's like I'm trying to. I would just love to know how this kind of stuff can happen. That an adult film site can actually make its way in print to the labeling of these toys that are on store shelves. Who did that? How did they get away with it? Maybe it was a legitimate site that was printed on the packaging, and then that actual site was hacked and redirected to an adult film site. I don't know. Yeah, that's a big wow. And, meanwhile, what a cluster. It's like, all these stores are like trying to pull them off the shelves, and they're trying to figure it out. I think we need to figure it out from a technology standpoint, correct this site, and then watch it carefully. That's amazing. The mountain fire northwest of L.A., 26% contained as of right now this morning, after destroying 130 structures, damaging 88 others. And right now, this morning, we have about 9,000 of the 10,000 evacuees that are headed back and returning to their homes, or what's left of them. Unbelievable. Tragic. World news. Oh, we got the attack on the Israeli soccer fans in Amsterdam. That went down over the weekend. Unreal. That's posted up on Aired Out, along with Cuba. Let's see. We got the failed power grid. We got the hurricane. And now we've got the 6.8 magnitude earthquake yesterday morning. It's been a very bad 2 weeks for Cuba. I'll tell you that. Sports. That was another thing that I did this weekend. Got a chance to watch a little bit of football with some great people. And they know who they are. And I won't mention any names. Jared Henry. But what a bunch of buffoons. Freaking out over the Steelers. My God. Doing the seance, lighting the sage, running around, doing all these chants. Made the fire, running around the fire, doing all. It's just amazing what they're doing over there. But I witnessed it. I witnessed that 28-27 win over the Commanders. Incredible. Other winners. Let's see. The Panthers. We got the Patriots winning. Am I saying the word winning next to the word Patriots? 19-3 over the Bears. 49ers got a win. Chiefs, Bills, Vikings, Saints, Chargers, Cardinals, Eagles, and Lions all getting wins yesterday. Monday Night Football tonight, we have the Dolphins and the Rams. What's that, 8:15, I think? 8 o'clock, something like that, where kickoff. By the way, the NFL is looking at 8 international games next season, including the UK, Spain, Germany, Mexico, Brazil, and Ireland. Celtics, they beat the Bucks 113-107. They're ready for the Hawks tomorrow. NASCAR, Joey Logano got the checkers at Phoenix. Yeah. Stacy, yes, I was with Jared Henry. What an experience that was. Jared's having a little problem right now with his truck, and his door locks are misfiring or something, and it's an electrical issue. And I saw him at the dump on Saturday morning, and he was there, good crowd of people, and it was stuck he was locked inside of his truck. He couldn't get out. Had to call for help. Boy, I'm going to catch some shit for that. Thank you for liking the page, for following Aired Out, for sharing any episode that you enjoy. We're always live. We're always local, never edited, always real, raw, relevant, and relatable. We'll see you at the Veterans Day Parade here in the Granite City at around 10:30 this morning when we stream live. Have a marvelous rest of your day, and happy Veterans Day. And to our veterans everywhere, we love you. We'll be in touch soon. See you tomorrow morning here on Aired Out.